Hey everyone, Bradley tuning in, coming at you with another video. 1 in 4 homes listed in the GTA are currently sitting vacant, and that is an increase of over 17% in the last year, which is quite substantial. And I want to explain to you why that is. But before I get started, my name is Bradley Watson. We do these videos every week, keep you up to date in the latest GTA real estate secrets, tips, and tricks. I'm excited to bring you these videos, so make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and you can catch us next week because we do this all the time. But before we jump into why homes are now starting to sit vacant, I first want to discuss what the market is kind of doing as far as trends. We find the number of sales is starting to go up, prices are starting to go up year over year, that is. But the biggest and most fascinating thing to me is this sitting longer that the homes are doing. They're just, for some reason, they seem to be moving very slowly, but it really divides in the market. We find a 2.8 months of inventory, which is still a seller's market, but it's comprised of two parts. We see the condo segment, which sits at 2 months of inventory, but looking at the detached segment, it's 3.8 months of inventory. That's almost 4 months, or 1 in 4 homes that are selling each month, which is a very slow movement compared to what we saw last year. Which brings me to this topic, the whole idea of homes sitting vacant. And before I get started, let me ask you guys, do you think that all of this has an impact? The vacant homes being listed without somebody in them, do you think this could impact our market and where it will go over the coming months? So let's look deeper into this. We find that vacant homes are up 28%. Now this is reported as far as listings. Many people will have a vacant home but not list it on the Toronto Real Estate Board or on their listing. But this is an increase of 17% year over year. But typically it is common to have homes listed for vacant, but we find them in specific segments. For example, if you have a power of sale home, or we have an estate sale home, or in certain cases someone will purchase a home new or a condo and it'll be sitting vacant. This is common, this is year over year, but we still find an increase of 17%. But where could this be coming from? And I think it's coming down to a couple places. First off is we have stubborn sellers that saw huge prices in the spring of 2017 that just cannot let it go. It's not a majority of people, but there's definitely a segment that is caught in this world. But the other side that I think is a more material reason goes as far as flips or people looking to do renovations or investment properties that were purchased at the end of 2016, early 2017, that if they sold now, they would find themselves in a real peculiar situation in that they would take a loss. And so we find that in these scenarios, it makes more sense for them to leave it vacant in anticipation for hopefully an increase or a rapid increase in the market. And I think that's simply not coming. I think we're going to see back to normal conditions. We have a very sturdy market, but not an escalating one like we've seen in the last few years. Let me know again down in the comments below, what do you think is going to come of all this? Do you think this is a huge opportunity for buyers, or do you think this is just a blip in the road and just normal process of a market that's just seemed to unfold over the last year? I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments below. As well, my wife, my daughter, and myself are looking to take a trip in the fall, and I'd love to hear some feedback on where you suggest. We're hoping a cruise maybe, and I'd love to get some suggestions on that down below. I'll see you guys next week with more tips and tricks. Take care and keep it real.